What up, team? What up, family? What up, world? Real quick, want to do a video for you guys on highs and lows and what we're really looking for to set up the optimal trade. Now, you guys know we're getting signals in the Telegram chat. We do our AGB over the weekend. I already did my AGB for pairs that I'm looking on to continue to go with the trend. Now, this strategy will work on anything, but it's all price action and it's all supply and demand, but I like to combine it with the trend. Trading with the trend is your friend. So these are only pairs that I looked at this week. This is all I'm going to be looking at. Everything that's marked green are things that I will be trading this week because we will be buying. So first thing you want to do is you're going to go to indicators. And all I did was I just typed in pivots, bro. And here's one right here, pivot points, high and low. I added that to the chart and it's right here. And what this does, it's going to point out the very high and the very low for the chart. As you see here, we have high and we have low. And once you do that, you're going to want to go over here and you're just going to want to get a trend line and you're going to mark it on your chart. So currently I'm on the 1 hour. I could go to the 4 hour, but it's really on the 1 hour. And if I was to do it for the 4 hour, it will give me different levels, right? So I could mark up like a level here, and that's fine and dandy as well, because when you start doing it this way, it's going to let you know the different zones, the different levels. And all I'm doing is marking up where the numbers are appearing. Then I have some down here just in case they break, right? So got one there, we have one there, we have one here, and then we have another one here, right? So for what I like to do, my trading style, I like to stay on the 1 hour because the 1 hour is going to really tell me what's going on. So what you're looking for and what you're waiting on is first identifying the trend. So currently, since I did my AGB over the weekend, let's see here. No, let's do this right here. So for my AGB, I know that we have aqua, we have gray, and we have blue, and that this is going up for an uptrend on the 1 hour and the 4 hour over the weekend. Now, on the higher time frame, when I go to 4, you see back here previously there was a high, right? On the 1 hour, I know that that is the high for what I'm looking for. So price has already hit the low. Now it's going back up to the high. Now, I could have entered for a buy, and we do know we're in an uptrend. So with that being said, price could come back down and hit this level if it rejects off this level. But ultimately, I'm really looking for price to close above this level and go to that next level. That'd be an easy win for us to get in there, take a couple trades, a simple trade. That's like 57 pips just right there, but we got to be patient and we got to wait. Now, recently, we did have an indication to enter that trade here, but I didn't see it. I was busy. Currently down here, you guys know I have my trend indicator on as well, letting me know that if we're buying or selling, we have massive momentum. But before I enter this trade, I really want price to close above that level and take it to the upside. Now, I could enter here, where it is now. But if I was to do that, I have the potential risk of it going to this level, then coming back down to this level, and then possibly going back up. So me personally, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for price to come down. For price to close above that level and then continue taking it to the upside. And that's really just using the pivot points on the high and low. So we already know this is a buy, guys. The pivot points are the bread and butter because that's where the market likes to go to and turn around. Now that I have a pivot point here, what I really could do, let me see if I can find this. I really don't use the let me see if I find it. Let me see. I don't know where it is. I normally don't use it. We'll use this though. So we have a point. Oh my gosh. We have a point right there. And then I'm going to show you guys how this actually works and how solid and this is. Delete that. I don't know why that's messing up. I don't use these little indicators right here. I don't. What are you doing right there? There we go. So there's a point. Here's a point. You see it respects off that level. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the ones off the 4 hour. We're going to select another chart real quick. We're going to go to the 1 hour. And so on the 1 hour, you guys can see that we have some levels. So I have a level there. I have a level here, and they don't have to be perfect. Just put them in the vicinity. And I have a level there. So on the 1 hour, we're clearly buying, 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 we see. But what is the trend? So I do have this marked up for a buy. We are obviously at a point where the market wants to turn around because these are previous highs right here. And then we have another previous high back there. So the market could come up there. But let's turn on our trend. We're aqua, gray, blue, as you guys can see. So we are in an uptrend. Now the thing is, where is price going to go to once it breaks that level? So now I'm going to go to the 4 hour. So now if I go to the 4 hour, I have an idea of where price wants to go, and it is that level right there. So now
Mm-mm.
go back to the 1 hour. So now what I'm looking for, guys, what I'm waiting for is when the market opens up. I really want price to close. It's already above, but I want to see what this opening candle is going to do. And then I'm going to potentially enter a trade for a buy to that level right there. That will be the first level because of back here. We'll see if it respects that level because there's three touches right there. And then obviously you can see we had a massive impulse in the market right here. So the market must make that back up to come back to the downside. As you guys see all through here, right here, massive drop, came back and ate all that up. Over here, massive drop, little slower, but came back and ate all of that up because of that drop. Massive up, came back and dropped over here. And it happens over and over. Massive up, came down a little bit, not all the way, but that level right there aligns with the level over here. Then she went back up to the upside. So now, so now that we see that, this is going to be very interesting. Now we know that it is an uptrend, but we know she should be ready to come back down. So this is going to be a risky trade. We're going to look at the currency strength meter when the market opens up, see what's going on. But this market could very well continue to come back down to this level and then go back up to the upside. Now we know price loves to come to the aqua line. So we'll see, and that's on the 4 hour. So we could get a retracement back down here. That'd be like a 50% retracement and then go back up to the upside. But this is just something I want to show you guys real quick on when we're looking at these charts, how to mark them up real fast so you can get those
Wait, we could
ideas
turn it off.
setups. So so if we were to go here, we go ahead and we'll mark that up right there. So I got my high and then I really have my low down here. Come on now. I have my low there. So, and then I have all these other smaller levels that are still respectable, but the overall picture, especially from last week, we had the high, we had the low. So for here, I'm looking for the market to really go up and probably retest this level and then come back down. Now, this is EUR Singapore dollar. So let me turn on this aqua, gray, blue. So I know I can enter this trade and really take this back up at least to that level to secure a couple pips real quick. And on that right there, what does it take from here to here? That's a good 20 pips real quick, guys. 20 pips, get in there and make that market. Now, I do see that we do have a little bit of resistance right here, a little bit of consolidation, as you guys can see here. It was saying that we're in consolidation, which is not a big deal. Now, for you guys who've just added the new indicator that I was telling you guys about, this, look how that lines up. For those of you who know how to use it, TP1, TP2, and you know it wants to go back to that level. We've already hit off this level. So this right here really validates that it wants to continue to go to the upside. So Monday or even today, if you guys are looking at this, if we get an ORB, which is this right here, a breakout up, when price closes above that level, guys, we can look at taking it to these levels and even higher. So let's go ahead and catch a couple pips from the breakout of that box. That's 4 pips. That's 7 pips. That's 14 pips. Guys, look where we at. That's 18, and I have no doubt that it's gonna come back up here. That's a 20 pip gain to catch that on the move on the breakout real quick. And then you guys know I do my 50. I haven't really dove into this one yet. So what this is, these are different levels that the market loves to go to and respect. Another way for you to put in your TP levels. So if we break that level, guys, and it continues to run because we know this is an overall uptrend for next week, we can literally see price going to that level. And then if it goes to that level, we got another level and she'll just keep riding up until our levels are hit right there. So she's been moving sideways real quick, but we can still get good money on that pair as well. And this is called 50 pips round number. Now, the 50 pips round number, you can adjust the settings to how you want. 10 levels of 10, levels of 20, 50, it doesn't matter, but they're the round numbers of where the market loves to go. So you can get into that market and get out of that market as well. So if I was to go ahead and then hop on GBP USD real quick, we can see that we are Aqua. Oh, no, no, no. Hold on. Let's see what we got here. Let's take this off. Those are levels. We're on the one. So we're in between the sheets. Now, you guys know we don't trade in between the sheets. We like to trade with the trend, right? But let's just say I wanted to tickle my fanny per se. And I'm looking at the market. Here's the low. Here's the high. We're right in the middle. We hit a level that we drew up before, but she never came back up and touched that level. Well, she did here, but she's like in the middle. So this is why you wouldn't even trade this. Number one, it's not in order. And number two, you don't know where it's going right now because she's already touched here. She hasn't came back and touched this level. She got stopped here. So you don't know what's going on with this right here. Now, with that being said, with using your aqua gray blue, me doing this a little bit longer, I know price can very well go to this level. It can go here and then turn around and continue back down. It may not necessarily go here. So when you're doing your AGB, those are levels of support and resistance that you guys can use. And look, guys, you just go to indicators and you just type in D-low and you DeLorean EMAs. It's right there. Then you go in here and then you'll just turn off your 13 and your 5 and have just your 50, your 200, and your 800 checked for your aqua gray blue. So you'll know if it's in order with the uptrend or the downtrend. Now, let me look at the breakout. So, guys, this is how important the breakout is because we broke out. Remember, me personally, I like to get in the trade as soon as it breaks outside of that box. And she broke out. TP1 hit, TP2 hit, and then she continued to go. Now, normally your final TP is that green box as well as that red box right there. So if you're looking, you're like, I don't know how far to take it. I see I do have a low there. Just go off your box. Go off your box. And if you're drawing your levels, you can see the levels that it respects. Here was a level that I drew. Now, it didn't hit right here, but it also didn't hit my stop loss as well. didn't hit because my stop loss would have been my previous high on the breakout of that candle. She never came back and hit that stop loss. Then she came down, TP hit here, and then, well, TP1, TP2, and your TP3 hit there as well. Then she broke, came down and test. We'd have been out of that trade. We're not trying to mess with that because we don't know how far she's really going to go. So right here on the breakout on the box, we know that let's validate what we're seeing. So we know that she's BTS between the sheets. She's between the blue and the aqua. So she's indecisive. She doesn't know where she wants to go. So with us using our box here, we're waiting for price to break out outside of that box, waiting for price to break outside of that box and go to the upside. Now, this right here, you guys might see that the price spiked up here, but it didn't close above that level. She came right back down. So when I'm doing my breakout on the box, guys, to get the precise entry, I like to go down here to the 5 minute, and then I'll take my trade off the 5 minute. Off the 5 minute, you see it never broke outside of that box. It spiked, but it never broke down, never broke. Here we go over here. So she was going, going, going. Boom, TP1, she hit. Then we got the signal right away. You guys wouldn't even been trading this right here anyway for a buy because you'd have been BTS here. And then on top of that, price is what all of this price is either BTS or it's above your price. So you wouldn't even been in that trade right there at all. Now, it's a slight pullback. You go to the higher time frame, see what's really going on. You know it's an overall downtrend because your EMAs are above price. Oh man, I just messed that line up. So now if we go here, and I'm gonna tell you guys this, guys, I take my entries off of the 1 hour. I wait for the 1 hour. Now, if I'm going in just trying to get like 5 or 10 pips, I'll go down to the smaller time frame to find the breakout, catch a couple pips, maybe an early entry. Now, if I'm looking at like, so if I'm doing something like this, right? And let's just go, let's break it all the way down. Let's break it all the way down. And let's start with gold. So if I'm breaking it all the way down, so I got aqua, I got gray, I got blue. It's underneath my price, meaning it's pushing price up. I should be looking for a buy. If I go to my 4 hour, same thing. I got price, aqua, gray, blue, pushing my price up. I'm looking for a buy. Okay, cool. I'm looking good. Now I'm going to turn on my box. I see that we've already broken outside of our box, right? So if I'm looking to take my trade on my 1 hour time frame and I'm looking at everything, I want to drop down to my 5 real quick and see what's going on. Because that 5 is going to give me a little bit indication of what's going on. And if everything is lining up, I may potentially take an early entry off my 5, but just knowing I'm really waiting on the hour for the big move to see what's really going on. So if I enter on that 5, I know that I may have pullback within that whole hour up until that hour. I'm okay with that. But the real trade, if you want to get into a trade and you really want to hop in and catch a big move, you take it off the hour, period. It's going to eliminate the drawbacks of the emotional trading with the up and the down and trying to figure out what's really going on. So just wait for that 1 hour, get that break. If we would have took this trade, gold, on the 1 hour time frame, based off of our breakout of the box, 1 hour in profit, 2 hour in profit, 3 hours in profit, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours of profit off of gold. Breakout, y'all, that's major pips right there. So then if I want to see where price is going to, I just turn this on, right? So on the 1 hour, we've already broken above. So we're creating new highs, right? So now I can really ride the price because I don't know where it's going. I don't. But a sort of telltale though is that we broke this level. We don't know how high price is going, but what I could do is trail this trade. I control the trade. And what that trail the trade entails, what it means. If we're taking this and we know we're buying, 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 guys, me personally, like what I like to do, I'll enter that, I'll move my stop loss. Enter that, move my stop loss. Enter that, I would have got stopped out right here. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because what we do know is that price is going to come back and touch this level, but we just don't know when. If I turn on my 50 levels, now I have little levels of where I can put my stop loss and my take profits and scalp the market, play the market safe because I don't know how high the market is going to go. And for each one of these levels in between, that's a lot of pips. 480 right there. That's a lot of pips right here. That's a lot of pips in between, guys. So that's just a safe way of doing that, of looking at the market, seeing what's going on, still identifying our swing highs and our swing lows, still using our AGB, still doing everything that you guys have already been doing. It's just solidifying what you see to make your trading instincts better when you're in the market. So now let's just look at Euro Chef real quick. So we're on Euro Chef and we're still in the box. So when you're inside the box, guys, you're not going to trade in the box. You're going to wait. We see that price broke out of the box. TP1 hit, TP2 hit, went above. Cool. You're out of that trade. You're done. You're done. Then it came down, it broke, came down, TP1 right there. Now it didn't hit that level. It didn't. It came very close. It spiked down there, but now what do? Now it's going to make it back up to the upside. We had this massive up, massive down, but now we got to go make all this back up. It came up 50% of all of this came down. So now we're looking for it to go back again. So this was the drop, 50% retracement back to the downside for the retest. Now it's going back up to the upside. So what I'm looking for now on the 1 hour and even the 5 minute, if I go down, I'm waiting for the breakout to the upside of this right here. If I was to hop in this now, this is not trending though. So you got to be careful. And what I mean, if it's not trending, as you see, it's BTS. It's between the sheets. So we got the blue way down here. So price can really come way back down here, guys. But we know price loves to come back to the aqua. So I see price coming back to the aqua, touching that, and then very well coming back up here. I really do. Now, is it going to go way back up here? I don't know. Will I be looking at this one? Probably not. Why? Because it's not trending, because it's in consolidation. How do I know that? I have my trend type indicator on by Rob Rivera 990. And what this identifies is when you're in the gray, it's in consolidation. When it goes into the green, now you're trending. When your line turns green, that's another indication for you to take that trade and ride that wave until you get a gray, meaning goes into consolidation. Now, if you're in the gray and it turns red, that is your sign to get ready. But me personally, if I'm being aggressive, I'll take that. But most of the time, I'm waiting until it's actually in the red so I can catch the big wave. So if I'm here and I wanted to take that trade, got red. That's cool. That's cool. It actually happened within that candle. So that was the start right here inside of this candle. And then it fully dropped down into the red, letting you guys know that the trend, then not the trend, but the momentum for that time was a sell. And you could have caught all of this. Now, every single thing I showed you guys, these are free indicators inside your indicator tab. You just go in there, you type in whatever you want. The only one that is different that you have to add, and most of you guys have already done it, is the RRR by that person right there. And if you guys need help with that, I'll put a video in the chat showing you exactly how to add that on. And then one thing I do have this right here. It's UT bot alerts. I'm still working with the settings on here, but it's pretty cool. I like looking at it to see how it lines up with everything, but it also gives you entries for your buys and sells when you're trading. It's called UT bot alerts, and you guys can find that in the indicator tab as well. UT bot alerts, and it's by this individual right here, Quant Nomad. Now you can mess with the settings. I'm still adjusting the settings to fine tune it. because it does give false signals sometimes. Like right here, it's a false signal for a sell. This is kind of why I haven't told you guys about this, but I'm still working on it. Um, but it will give you indications. And sometimes when you line it up with your other strategies that you're using, it makes things a lot easier, a lot better to give you even more confidence that you're going in for a dynamic trade. Now, here, prime example. This gave me a buy signal right here. I'm not going to take that trade. I don't care that it is going well, but the reason I'm not taking that trade because it's inside the box. Now, on the other hand, here's another one that was inside the box and she shot up way to the upside. So those are like the 50-50, but I'm going to stick to my trading plan and not trade inside the box. So I'm okay with that. Let's go look at something real quick. So BTC. BTC is trading. We already got the breakout. We got aqua, we got gray, we got blue. This is giving me a telltale sign for a buy. So now what I want to do, let's take all this off. Look, she's still going up. Let's turn on my pivots. Boom, she's right there at my level. I don't want to do anything here because it's already at my high for this time. So is this a good trade for Claude Curry? Absolutely not. I'm not going to touch that trade because price has already made its way to the high. So I'm good. I'm going to abort mission on this one and I'm going to see what it's going to do here. And then what I know is that it likes to sell off at that level. And as you guys see, there's a little rejection starting to happen right now at that level. Now, does it? Oh, it might break, but I'm not going to test that. I'm not going to trade that. Now, what I would do if price closes above that level and I want to buy, I will enter for a buy, and then I will have my stop loss right below that number right there. So it's super, super tight. And then I'll put my TP to the bottom of this box right here to get a couple pips. But we know BTC is definitely making a run. We're not in the bull run yet, guys. And she dropped, drop, up, up. She still hasn't made a nice retracement to 67, which I don't think she will. I don't know yet. I still have to do some more analysis on that. But now she's respecting that level, though. What I just taught you guys, she respected that level, and now she's breaking, she's rejecting off of that level. So let's go down to a smaller time frame, 15-minute. So on the 15, we still have nothing, nothing, nothing. She's pushing. So we're gonna see what she's gonna do. Let me go to the 30 real quick. Now she's turning, look at this, look at that, look at that. She's pushing back down because she's respecting the previous level. Now, where is she going to go? That is the question, right? We don't know. We don't know how far she's going to go down. We don't. But what I do see in this level, there's a lot of wicks off of that level right there. Is she going to go lower than that? We don't know. So this is one of those ones where you'll just be patient and you'll wait and then you'll set up your alerts on your chart. So when it happens, you'll know exactly what to do and where to go. Now, let me see here. Yeah, she's right there. She's just playing at that level. She's sticking right there. So what I want to do real quick is go down to a lower time frame, see what's really going on. Look inside that candle. She's dropping, dropping as we see. See, choppy, choppy, red, 50% of that candle right there. Candle drop, another red candle, green candle, 50% of this candle now. So we'll see what happens within that one later. But guys, I just really wanted to show you guys the pivots for the high and the low. And I want you guys to really focus on marking up your charts after you do your AGB for the highest points because that's going to help you identify where you are in the market. And then once you do your AGB, you'll know if you're trending up or down, and you can start using these as your price points for your TP levels. Now, you guys that have signed up with EA, you guys are getting those signals already, which is phenomenal. So if you're getting the signal from the chat, let's just say we go GU real quick and you get a trade entry, guys, just go over there. Let me take this off real quick. Just turn on your highs and lows real quick and see if that's the type of trade you want to take because you want to trade with the momentum. You want to trade with the trend. Now, if they're calling a trade out for a counter trend trade, I personally say don't take it. because you want to get into that trade so it rockets off and goes into the direction where you want it to go to. Cool. All right. Cool. Range rust reversal. Thanks, Jeremy. I greatly appreciate you putting that in there. So I'm going to end this video real quick so I can go ahead and get this out to you guys. For the ones who are on this channel, hold on real quick so I can answer your questions. And for those of you that are tuning in, truly appreciate you guys tuning in. For more information, just comment on the video below, reach out to me, and join the community, guys. We got a couple telegrams we'll get you guys in to help you guys figure certain things out to make you better traders. We do have more and more things coming out. And for those of you who know what I'm working on right now, hopefully that thing will be done today so we can go ahead and put that on some accounts and see how that works out for us. Anyways, your boy KOBK, we out.
Can you use the prop farming robot without prior trading experience? And the answer is yes. Does this work well? Even if you don't have crazy tech? Absolutely. And can you do this even if you're short on time? 100%. In fact, here's a couple of the people that we've helped get started with this.
I want to say thank you to KOBK for funding us in less than 24 hours with $125,000.
With the help of KOBK, I got funded with a $100,000 account. Thanks, KOBK.
As you can see, we've repeated this process successfully over and over with all kinds of traders. All you have to do is be disciplined enough to follow simple instructions and invest about 30 minutes of your time each day. We even guarantee that we will fund you $100,000 with a trading capital using a robot, or you don't have to pay us a penny, and we will even refund any of your challenge fees our trading robot gets you funded, or you get all of your money back. The trading on the next page is 100% free, and you'll see why we've been able to help hundreds of people get access to funding using this exact same process. So go ahead, click the link on this ad right now to see exactly how it works and why you could get funded $100,000 or more with this prop farming blueprint.